Okay, we're back. Let's see what kind of leader we get for our second run. Vamps. Okay, so last time I think we did Masquerade Ball with Imposter Leader. As we are still on the theme of getting as many top tier decks going as we can, Vampires is absolutely one of those, and we're gonna have to do this at some point, so why not now? The two key cards that are associated with Blood Scent are Dettlaff and Unseen Elder, and the archetype of Blood Scent is generally going to be getting a lot of vampire packages / bleeding packages because they have good synergy within one another. So in contrast to the Masquerade Ball deck, where we had a lot of packages which were kind of open and could be whatever we wanted, in this kind of Blood Scent deck, most of our packages are going to be comprised of vampire / bleeding cards, unless there's something better to be taken. With that going on, just taking one of the associated vampire packages is going to be fine. It's not going to change the number or the type of packages that are going to be shown to us, but it is just going to synergize well with the rest of our vampires. Alright, we have Thinning, and unfortunately Vermin Shield Maidens is one of these thinning cards that have a quite difficult activation. I don't think there's anything in Vampires that's going to help us activate these Shield Maidens, so I don't think we can go ahead and pick this. And the other two packs is Weather and Vampires. This isn't a very good Vampires pack, honestly. This is one of the weaker ones I've seen, but it definitely beats Weather because two bronzes are quite horrendous. Avalok is a very good card, but we're going to stick with the theme of picking up Vampires. Okay, again, we have a pretty difficult thinning package. Dun Banners, I don't really see a good way of boosting up units unless I have something like Tactical Advantage, but again, going second, that's not going to be good. Patience, we're not picking up any other Patience packages, so this is pretty horrible. And while Saskia is a decent gold, the Marauders are going to be pretty awful. I mean, the only thing with armor I can imagine is going to be Arrakis. I forget the name of it, the one that bleeds it by the base value. So potentially we can get these to play for 6 points. But that doesn't sound very good. Those, like, these three are pretty unfortunate packages. So between these two packs, is it more realistic that we're going to be getting an activator for our Dun Banners, or that we're just going to have to play a couple of Marauders and the Saskia? I just don't really see a way of getting this Dun Banner to activate at all. And that's unfortunate. That will push us into Vitality. Okay, so now we have finally a thinner that we can activate, because you just have to play it. We have a Necrat in this Vampires package, which is one of the bronzes that we are looking for. However, again, we don't really have a fantastic gold here. Between a regular strength Vampire package and a thinning package that is unconditional generally, I'm definitely going to take the Bloodhound Riders. Okay, so in here we didn't actually get another vampire themed keycard, which would have been Unseen Elder or Dettlaff. So we can pick up something that's generically good. Foltest would have actually worked well with the thinners, but I think that was generally not something we were looking to get. I mean, either of the two vampire cards would have been our first choice for the key card, so I'm not retroactively upset at that or anything. Anyways, King Foltest could be okay. It's an engine, but I think rather than that, I'm going to go for a Sheer Nose. this is a very powerful card, especially with the amount of point vomit and golds and thinners that are available in draft. Getting this in round 1 and activating it is going to be really powerful. And then you might even be able to play a bunch of cards in round 2 and get it to activate a 3rd time. The problem, well, not really a problem, but the side effect of picking up She Who Knows is that she's going to enable relic packages. And that is kind of annoying because we still have our main plan of picking up a lot of vampires and bleeding. But it is what it is. Definitely between Full Test and She Who Knows, I'm going to pick She Who Knows. Heron Kaduk doesn't really fit with our game plan at all, and adds unwanted packages as well. Okay. Impera Brigade. Let's go and take a look if we are able to activate this, and it looks like we are not. Again, we have to keep an eye out on the number of thinning options that we have, considering in game 1 we can only, I think, thin 4 cards before we are milling ourselves. I don't think it's going to be Impera Brigade. This relic pack is horrible because we can't actually consume Aruna, but we luckily have an Old Spirited and a Larva pack, which is fantastic. Okay, still no vampires. We're getting pretty slapped around here. No consumes for the Archetype. Interesting. We have a generic high power one, which is not that great. Then we have a coup bribery weapons pack. So this is looking less and less like a all-in Bloodsent deck, and more just like a generic good stuff deck. But we still have plenty of more switches to do in the later rounds. For now, I'm debating between the tactics and the high power. I do like coup because it is often pretty powerful. Bribery and coded weapons are interesting. This can be okay removal, and bribery can just help us hopefully get a decent gold card. Comparing this to the high power pack, I'm not really a big fan of Moonray or Knight. In lots of scenarios, these are just going to play for 6. And Goliath is a 10, but it does have a downside, especially if our opponent has full removal like Geralt's. So I think I'm going to go for the tactics here, because it does have removal, and because coup can be generally more powerful, we can set it up with the Blood Scent. And bribery is going to be better than one of the 2 bronzes in comparison. Finally, we actually get another Vampires pack, which is nice. Flutter is probably the best bronze that we are looking for, and Vincent is pretty much removal on demand with a leader charge or some other form of bleeding. As well, picking up another solid engine. This is generally why vampires are strong, is because there's a lot of packs like this where you're going to get 2 engines, flutters being amazing, and a very powerful gold. We can also look at the 3 locks here because we do not have that much removal, but when considering that Vincent is removal, and that we do already have stuff like coup, I guess, and coded weapons, I feel like I would rather develop my own engines than have 3 instances of lock. This is a solid pack, but I just think that Flutter can get out of control, and I would love to add this to coup. So picking the stratagem, the monster stratagem is not really applicable for us, and we didn't even get offered it, so it's no big deal. We don't have poison in the deck, so we're going to go and skip this one. Between Magic Lamp and TA, you can make a choice here. So tactical advantage, I don't think I'm going to be boosting my Flutter, because I'm going to be playing my Flutter at the same time that I activate it with a Blood Scent, most likely. So is there something that I need to TA in order for me to protect it? It doesn't look like it. Arcane, I don't think it's that important to boost it. Getting dominance for Wild Hunt Riders, if we're going first, we're just going to start with like Wild Hunt Riders. Maybe there's we could hold this so that we can start Larva, but that seems a bit weird because then we have to play Larva, then another card, and TA that card, and then Riders. I think in all scenarios, if we're starting from Blue Coin, we're going to open Riders if we have it in hand. Tactical advantage doesn't really change anything else, I feel like. So I do like staying low and not giving my opponent lots of tall targets when I don't have the when I can choose not to, or reset or anything like that. I think the magic lamp is fine here. I don't think there's anything. I guess TA can be used to like heal the She Who Knows. Like for example, if we play this and our opponent sends damage into it, we can use the TA to boost it up. I don't even see any synergy with the magic lamp. It doesn't really help us be proactive. I guess between the two, I still think there are some advantages. Tactical advantage, mostly protecting the She Who Knows, and that's about it. So I guess for that reason, I'm gonna go for the TA. That's it. This isn't really a type of blood scent that I was going for. I was going for a lot more vampires, but we did end up rolling the She Who Knows, which kind of threw us off. We have the Saskia pack that we don't really want, but it is a 10, and then the Marauders are cards that we do not want to play. We have Coup, which is probably going to be helped with Blood Scent Leader to get something down. Detlef, just going to play for large points. Vincent removal, bribery for points. Even though that is interesting, mostly going to be used for bleeding, I think. Instead of Purify, Flitter is going to be our main engine. Larva as well. Coded weapons is our only 5 damage removal here, but we do have a lock as well. Rider is just going to be played for thinning. Marauder is probably never going to be played. Elderbear, Carcane is a good engine, Quickset as well. So I'm looking like probably I'm going to want to avoid playing with 2 Marauders in this game. Let's get going. Okay, playing against the
Patience is not a virtue I am known to have.
So again, as I mentioned in the last one, last run, Imprisonment is mostly shown, I think, at least when I was playing it, it was running Tactics and Stefan and so on. So potentially we want to hold on to the 100 for Stefan. I do have a Marauder that I want to get rid of. Wild Hunt Riders, so far so good, only 1 in hand. And we did get rid of our bad card and hold on to our Riders. We will see if we're able to actually get these to go, because my opponent is going first. I would like to try and get imprisonment charges out of him in round 1, but we don't have the Flutter. I just feel like the Flutter is pretty much going to get locked immediately. So I wouldn't mind playing it in round 1 and forcing him to use the weaker charge. We are going to want to stack 1 row. Yeah, this is tactics out the ass. I could go for a Vincent here, but he didn't TA this. I think I want to take the Wild Hunt Rider and give him the 4 damage, because this is my only block. So let's say I have 2 instances of removal here and here. And I have another one on coded weapons. Problem is, if I go ahead and lock this, probably I'm not going to get my Riders out. So I think I just have to do this. This is ranged, so we might want to play everything ranged. However, this is melee. I guess I'll go melee for the time being. This is a very big threat, so if he doesn't, for example, if he holds on to these charges, or if he doesn't play another tactic or something, I might go ahead and play the Hunter on this.
So many of them, I'd have to aim to miss.
Well, that's no big deal. Okay. So I could RNG Saskia to deal 2 damage, but I don't really care about hitting his shield, so that wouldn't be great. I feel like just going for a Larva and then maybe a Hunter would be okay. But playing Larva, I think it dies to him playing a tactic, which I don't like. So let's go ahead and maybe just lock the Archer. I don't know how many more tactics he has. Difficult. Could try and Bribery, something that deals 2 damage instead. Sounds okay. Just, I feel like locking this... I would like to lock the Helga and then let this live. Maybe that's what I'll do.
Beaters forward! Let the hunt begin.
This is okay. Okay, wow. Alright. So I think here we could go for Bribery, or we could go for the RNG Saskia. I'm gonna go for the Bribery first. Wow. Look at that.
Waiting a long time for this.
Very nice. I'm assuming he's gonna use one of these as well on my dinners, if he has it. Okay.
Smile, you blooded ship!
So far it's looking alright. Could go for a Larva. I mean, I do have to play this relatively soon, so let's go ahead and do that. After that, maybe we'll go for Garcane Leader Charge. Or we'll go for Queen of the Night Garcane. Don't think we're going to be playing Dettlaff, because we're not going to have enough time to get all of the ticks of bleeding from weather. It's interesting how he's damaging all of these to 2. Don't really understand it. Okay, so he did have the Lambert in hand, which is, I mean, I understand. I think what we're going to do is we're going to go Queen of the Night into Garcane.
Your deepest, darkest dreams. I can make
Let's go for putting this on the Archer, just in case that we want Vincent at some point. Although we could always Vincent the Helga. Hemdall. Okay. Not bad. I should have put the 2 vampires together, but I guess I was kind of set on not playing the Dettlaff.
You will pay for this.
Okay.
You all will pay.
Okay. I feel like going for a Saskia here works nicely. Triggers our thrives. Go for a dwarf. It's got armor. And I'm hoping that I can either win on even or I know as soon as I play the She Who Knows, he's gonna get to use the imprisonment.
We tanned their black-clad hides at Sodden, we'll tan their black-clad hides again!
This is kind of sad. Could go for a Dettlaff here. I would have liked to put my vampires together, but I'm not too sure. I could just play the She Who Knows and then play the Dettlaff, but then I lose value. I could go She Who Knows and then play the Vincent. That's also very solid. Let's go She Who Knows and then Vincent. So I'm very expecting my opponent to. I should have put bleeding, I think. Yeah. Oh boy, I need to be a bit more careful here.
Stress release is necessary for one's health.
Should I use this? I mean, I'm just gonna play the Detlef, I feel like. It's gonna play for 7 points. 7 points. I'm gonna be up 12. I think I should not be greedy and just use a blood scent. Because winning uneven is pretty good compensation. Alright. Yeah, I could have played that a bit better, I feel like. But in the end, we did one uneven, so happy there. Cool, interesting, nice. Okay. This isn't gonna kill Stefan anyway. But, I mean, not too sure. I think I'm taking a dry pass. And then just trying to get rid of my Marauders. That seems okay. Could also go like Spirit Tip, try and set up Coup to get Coup twice. That would be nice. But I do want to save my Spirit Tip for later. What is he running? Defender, I mean Hemdall, Witchers, some other stuff, Soldiers. Nothing scary. I think I'm just going to take the card advantage.
Magic can work wonders when used correctly.
Yeah, pretty rough game one, but we are going to have a strong finisher here. Good. Good. Very nice. So yeah, we got mostly good draws. We had the Shihunoza in round one, that's same as the Riders. We did get locked, but that's just what is going to happen when you play Gaze Imprisonment. Did win uneven, so that's nice. And I'm expecting my Flutter to get locked, but then potentially my Detlef might survive.
The sky'll burn with the eternal fire.
Yeah. We could go for like a Coded Weapons here. Don't really want this to survive. Okay,
I'm coming,
like
I'm
Letter, Blood Scent now is fine. Yeah, there's the Stefan. Oh, Stefan's a 5, huh? Well, that's my bad. I thought Stefan was a 6. It's gonna hurt now. Alright. Do we want Detlef to just play for 3? Because if we play the Bruxa and then Detlef, he's only gonna have 3 turns anyway. Oh boy. Let's get the Detlef on the board, I think.
If you believe in any gods, pray to them now.
Yep. Oh, we could have killed the Detlef, but okay.
Racists.
So if I go Bruxa on this, hit it once, it's going to be set up as a 1, so I like that. And then I can go Stefan into Coup and then replay the Coup. That's funny.
Nothing will stop us.
Ouch. Yeah, I should have done that earlier. Yeah, alright. So, things to know. Stefan is a 5. Definitely should have just held on to my deal 5 damage spell. Alright. We made it through game 1. That was kind of a mess. Let's take a look here. I don't want these relics. That's the problem with picking She Who Knows. We don't have vampires again. Pretty sad. But we do have a high power pack and an order pack, which is pretty solid. Colossal Ifrit is very good for a second card. Usually this is a bronze. But Regis High Vampire is kind of sketch. Don't really have any like order cards that I want to keep alive, so probably this will just get moved or killed. Whereas Falibor is quite good at removal and setting up my coup actually. And Berserker is just an 8, so that's quite nice. But Ifrit is very good. So let's compare Falibor to Ifrit. I probably will still take Falibor, and then Berserker to Regis High Vampire. I mean, it's close. And then Algebra to Mauler. I mean, I take the Mauler, but it's close as well. I think just because of the Falibor helps a lot with the coup, and because we don't have things like to just deal 3 damage when we want, I'll take the Falibor. Berserker can also help deal small damage. I guess the same could be said for the Ifrit. Interesting. We don't have any wide punish. So how often is this Regis High Vampire going to actually do stuff? I mean, not against Imposter, not against Imprisonment, not against both of the movement leaders. That doesn't leave a lot of, like, hope for us. I think there's too many leaders that shut this down, so I'm going to go for my high power pack. So yeah, still this isn't really your typical vampire archetype, but we're just making it work. Hopefully after this game, we're going to have the large swap 4 packages, and we're going to try and hit an Unseen Elder to swap for our She Who Knows. Not to say that She Who Knows isn't a good card, but I'd much rather have the Unseen Elder. That way we can maybe try and force the vampire archetype that I'm trying to be demonstrating here. So versus Shield Wall, these are guys going to be slightly worse. I do have both of my Marauders, which is kind of sad. I do want to try and activate my Riders. So let's take the mulligans like this.
May our hearts burn and shine with love!
So I could go for Coded Weapons in an attempt to coup, but I have a feeling he's just going to TA this. So... yeah, but... interesting. The thing is, this Coded Weapons is never going to kill in this round. It's never going to kill anything. And in the round 3 when it matters, it's not going to kill anything because of Shield Wall. So I think I'm going to go for this. Okay. Okay.
May you my friend always.
Good news is that is not boosted, so we dodged. We forced the TA here, means that this is not boosted, which I'm very happy about. Could go for Queen of the Night on the Dandelion, but I feel like he might Shield Wall it then. So how do we do this? Do I go for Flutter and then try to get my Riders out? That's interesting. I guess I don't have to rush that. Let's start with the Larva. We'll see pretty soon if we want to just get out of this round. These shields are pretty annoying. Yeah, that hurts. Okay. Could go for a bribery. feel like if I get carryover or something like a damn sorceress as well, that would be nice. Okay, interesting. Istrid, Shawnee, Bran. So Shawnee, I don't have any targets for it. Bran, I mean, it's okay. Bran might be interesting. I can't actually get anything low enough to kill it, so I guess I'm gonna go for the Istrid.
I've studied my whole life through, yet here I am digging ditches.
Yeah, I don't think we're playing, we're gonna win this round, so I think I'm just gonna go for Marauder.
Make your match, puppet.
Unfortunately, this Dandelion is just going off. Oh, we have a She Who Knows. I like that a lot. Let's go ahead and put back the Wild Hunt Rider, because I don't think I'm going to be able to catch up to this Sorceress. So yeah, just She Who Knows next is probably fine. Let's see. And shut this down. No. Okay, so we pass and we take a carryover, or we play one more card. I think we play one more card so that our opponent is forced to lose their points, or lose a card. So we can go Queen of the Night. Bleed this to eventually get this off. Okay, so now we can pass. And our opponent is going to be down a card. He does have a shit ton of points off of this Dandelion, but what are you going to do? Yeah, I mean, obviously, Leviota Double Sorceress is a very, very good combo. Comes in one package, actually. Shield Wall is solid. Okay. So, this is looking pretty good. I think I'm going to keep everything. I don't have my riders, so I could go ahead and look for them. I also would like a lock. I don't know what I would get rid of. Maybe the Berserker, but the Berserker pops shields. Vincent's going to be amazing. Let's try and look for our riders. No, I don't think so. He might just dry pass. I didn't want to throw the Berserker and then find her something else and then have him pass and then end up with a bad card instead of the Berserkers. We'll see.
Those who seek wisdom in dreams perish as fools.
Okay, well, they're just letting me get this She Who Knows going. So, how do we do this? Do I go for Saskia damage? If I want to coup this thing, and this is the only thing that can coup it, really. Let's go for Saskia damage. I mean, it's a bit early, you could still pass. I think I'm gonna still play this a bit.
A pen price, that's what.
Okay, wow. He's gonna res his patience. Quite good.
Anything alive would be dead now. Killer spell.
Yeah, it's very solid. I'm probably gonna have to blow this up because that's a lot of points. Okay, wow.
What is it?
So, I can, I think, just go ahead and pop this. Do I have humans that I want to res? No, huh? Okay. So we're going to go ahead and pop the Leviota, I think. That way we can play the coup. And we have enough points. Enough points to get my Shizuno's Sabbath. Yeah, that's quite good.
What real art is.
He's gonna get the same motherfucker again. No, he didn't. Oh yeah, it gives it agility. Okay.
Evil, shalt by fire be
Could
punished.
decide to go for a blood scent here because we are kind of low. He's getting 2 points per turn, and I don't think I'm going to be able to get all of my leader charges in round 3. Oh, that's a big one. Okay. So it is going to take me multiple cards here. I'm thinking I go Flutter, Blood Scent, and then something else. I don't need to hold on to all my shit. I could also go for Dettlaugh. Go for Dettlaugh.
Rena, my Rena.
I mean, even if he gets his card back, this is going to be fine. Okay.
One day I'll return, but you will not
Okay.
live to greet me.
Nice combo. So, we go Flutter and then we do this, because we need a lot of points. We do Flutter one of these, and then we hit it, so that it's gonna go down. Okay. Then we kill this. And we don't have to use our last blood scent, because we're just gonna play this for 10. Alright, now we can pass. So we are saving Shigenos, and we are saving 6 points of carryover here. We did get a Viraxis out of him. A lot of golds too. Hey, we have our riders. We have Ku. Ku's gonna be iffy, although he doesn't have any shield balls left. Ah, boy. Brooks is also pretty bad. Oh, I'm gonna break, aren't I? Okay. I think I'm just gonna hold this, because I think it's enough for me to win. I don't want to lose 4 points by... Yeah, okay. That was tricky. He pushed really hard in round 2. Alright, GG. Time for the big deck fixing. Hey, we have Unseen Elder. So Ball does appear, and it's kind of interesting because you might get the Dings to synergize with Blood Scent, but I'm just going to go for the Elder here. I'm going to quickly check if I have neutrals in here. I have Elder Bears. And I think 2 separate packs. That's unfortunate. Devotion is not something you usually go for, but if you can get it, then it's nice to keep. Okay. What do we got? Bad Relics. Okay. Visigoda Drummer Ale. Pretty low power. Force Protector on Circle of Life, and a bad Zoltan. I think this is just a skip. The closest one in contention, I feel like, is the Visigoda, but we don't have small, and like 3 and 4 power engines is not something that's really going to be on our board. Like, the Garcane is going to be a 5, the Flutter is going to be taller, so I don't want to introduce small things like this, because my opponent is going to have likely 3 damage, and in our current deck, it doesn't remove anything, so it's not as powerful, but putting a target of a certain size, when we otherwise don't have one, is going to enable our opponent's 3 damage and 4 damage to be better than it is. think this is just a skip. Okay, another flutter. So, right of the sea, do we have alchemies? We do not. That's pretty much that. Archispore again. I don't think we have consumes. Proto-flutter and flutter is very good. Hubert is not good, but it's potentially something we might get. We have 3 ticks on the leader, and then we would have multiple ticks on Detlef. Unfortunately, none others. So I think I'm gonna take vampires, but the Hubert is gonna be a brick for the time being. In the future, we might be able to activate it. Okay, not vampires, but these are interesting picks. So Bloody Mistress is a super win more card. It does come with 2 bricks. Again, this could be not a brick if we're playing it after Bloody Mistress, but that's kind of weird ordering. And the only other relic we have is the She Who Knows. On the other hand, we could take Etriel Noriega, which is pretty solid. Like I said, diamond packages you should always look at. I think this might even be the pick because we are kind of low on removal here in this deck. Sure, oh yeah, I'm getting rid of She Who Knows, so the Bloody Mistress isn't even going to be, or the Gamkane isn't going to be able to find that. So we have 2 bricks and a Bloody Mistress. Bloody Mistress is very good, but yeah, this is a lot of damage. I like this a lot. Defender, sure, we could protect our Elder and our Flutter, but comes with 2 pretty subpar bronzes. It's interesting. So in what decks are we going to want to play the Defender? Against pretty top tier, like against Blood Scent this might be good, but Blood Scent is going to maybe have Queen of the Night for Purify. I think I'm going to prefer having removal versus any of those decks than trying to defend my own engines, because this is kind of a point slam deck with few engines such as Elder and Flutters. I'm going to take the Etriel Noriega. So we are going to get rid of She Who Knows. Alright, this is going to be the Saskia pack with 2 bricks. And finally, I'm going to get rid of something here. That's unfortunate. I think we're going to have to get rid of the Spirited Larva. That's kind of sad, because Larva and Spirited are both very good. The Rider pack is better than the High Power pack. It's going to be a little bit more awkward because sometimes we're going to not be able to trigger it because we don't have dominance. But the fact that this is one card with as many points as Spirit Tip that is also now vulnerable to tall removal, and then we can not put 2 cards. Like if we can choose, do you want to add just Larva and Elder Bear to the deck we already have? That would be a decision that would make our deck worse. Even though Larva is very good for bronze, I think on average that makes your deck worse. So just a 12 is better than a 12 and a Larva and a Bear. The thing is though that Riders are sometimes stuck in your hand and you can't play them. That is a drawback. But I still feel that Riders are worth the advantage, and so for that reason I'm going to get rid of the High Power pack. The Vincent is just too good, Flutter is just too good. And Flutter is probably better than Larva, and Vincent and Spirit Tip are on par with each other, I would say. So goodbye High Power pack. This does actually get us 1 neutral closer to Devotion, unless we added some more. But that's kind of cool, because if in the future we get rid of our Elder Bear, we are going to be able to use the Unseen Elder Devotion ability. So now we're looking a little bit more like a vampire deck with the 2 vampire key cards, but it's not super heavy into it. We do have 2 Flutters, which is very good, and Proto Flutter and Queen of the Night and Vincent. But we also have pretty solid stuff in terms of removal to aid us, Falibor, Coup, and then where are they? The Squirtle removals, which are pretty good. And we can also remember we have Coded Weapons and Hunter. Alright. Final thing is I'm going to do a quick check for if anything changed for Hubert. I don't think so. Hubert is generally just going to be a brick unless we're able to get that laugh off for like 7 turns, which I don't think is going to happen. Yep. Let's go ahead and jump into our third game, and after our third game we're going to be adding another non-declinable pack to our deck. So hopefully that's going to be another Vampires pack, or worst case, well, I'm hoping it doesn't have neutrals also. I'm not too sure what I want in that
one punishment for traitors.
Alright, let's not think too far ahead. We're playing another imprisonment. So we did end up getting rid of She Who Knows, which I think is a good decision. We're going second against tactical advantage. It might be difficult to get these riders, but so far so good. And I think I'm going to get rid of Elder Bear, because I would like to contest this round with as strong a hand as I can find. Unfortunately, we did brick her riders, so that's going to have to wait for round 2. A lot of golds in here still. So now that we're not playing the riders, how is playing this round going to work? That's interesting. Not too sure. I might like low commitment play this, like Berserker weapons, and pass or something. Not like after 2, but and then something else and pass. We'll see. Maybe he'll give us a really good target for Vincent with a TA. Either way, definitely holding on to the Unseen Elder for a round that is important, such as round 3 or a long round 2. Shields, huh? Okay. Again, don't know what the hell he's going for. It's too bad, like, we could play the riders for 8 and then have a brick. This also means that this Berserker can't really be played. I am thinking about just playing the riders for 8. I don't want to commit, well, I can't really commit anything super strong here. I could go Vincent, that's not very strong. I feel like I'm just going to go for the riders. And then, again, use the advantage that we're on red coin to play most of our bad cards. That's too bad. Could have had an extra card and 4 points.
I'm itching for that battle.
Okay, I'm very unsure what is going on here. I'm just going to develop my Garcane without bleeding. If I can avoid playing the rider, I will. Alright, we get a leader charge in, and it cost us 1 point because this didn't activate the turn it was played, but that does not matter to me. The decision that he chose to... This guy's just going all out on shield.
We have
again, don't really have the option to play the Berserker. Everything's gonna have shield. It's pretty frustrating. Could go for Proto Flutter here onto something like Watchman. That's not horrible. I just don't know what is gonna be happening here. Like, I could go Flutter, Watchman charge. This looks okay. And then play Proto Flutter. I guess I'm trying to keep these 3 cards and everything else I can play. So we get both leader charges. That's honestly amazing because it means that it's likely he won't have anything good for Unseen Elder. Pog.
What is the matter?
Yes. That's a card. Okay. So I can choose to play the Proto Flutter, but because of the fact that we're down 16, minus 2, we're down 14, plus 5, we're down 19. 19 is going to be kind of hard to get. Oh boy. Kind of want to slow play it by playing like a bad card, like Rider. So if I play Rider and he passes, I can probably catch up. So let's get rid of this. Because I can choose to pass, obviously, because he's down to 6, but I'd rather trade a rider for anything else that he has. Okay, unless it's that. Yep. Well, we're gonna have to Vincent that. I guess I'll use a leader charge. Otherwise, I'll have to proto-flutter Vincent. If I proto Vincent, if I proto and he doesn't pass, that's also a problem. I think I'm going to use a leader charge.
Necessary for one's
Okay. That's pretty fine. Yeah, that's pretty solid. 17 points is not easy. This is going to be 8. This is going to be 7, 8. That's 16 points. God, that's so bad. Okay. So we pass, I guess. I guess we pass. Yeah, this is 8 points, and this is going to be 7 points, plus 1 tick of bleed, 8 points. So I'm going to have 16 points, and that doesn't get me ahead. So I guess we pass. We were forced to commit to Vincent. I don't feel like being committing these two was anything, because we got him to use both imprisonment charges. We have 6 points on our leader as well, so that's very good. Okay. Alright, should I keep the coated weapons? I do want to take mulligans to be able to find. I guess not really anything. We have golds in here, but on dry pass we're playing the Berserker, and I would like to have removal for Stefan, so I guess we're holding on to everything. Could choose to get rid of Etriel. Yeah, we do have 2 of them, so I'll take that first one. Okay. So I do have to find the matching pair. AA. This is gonna be tough. Might have to commit something here. Vandagrift. Okay. So yeah, Berserker into coated weapons is probably fine.
What? This? Got a scratch.
We might even be able to coup that and then play it on our own side, which will be very nice. That's fine. Yeah, coup next is going to be great if he passes. He might have a boost, which is going to be good for him. Yep. Alright. Can we get ahead? What about something like Falibor here? Put this down to 4, and then not too sure after that. Could go for the Etriel too. Etriel doesn't get us ahead. Let's go for the Falibor. I don't think he's gonna pass. I don't think I'll use the Blood Scent. Sure. So, now what? Proto-Flutter on the back? And then we go coup? If he goes... Okay, wow, nice. Good for him.
I cannot fail.
I might go for the Dettlaff next, just to get us crew doesn't play for a lot. Yeah, I don't want it to hit the Vandergrift, so I'm gonna play this melee. I don't care about keeping my card. I'm just gonna try and get ahead of points in case he goes for a longer round. Alright. So yeah, 7 more takes on Hubert. It's not gonna happen. Anyways, we have a Vandergrift, and we kept our Blood Scent, and we still have Elder. Crew is interesting. The Hubert can go. Oh, that's not great. But neither is Coup. I think we're probably gonna be able to get things low, so let's get rid of this. I have to go first, huh? Okay. I mean, everything loses value, so go with Clutter. If he has a lock, I'd rather him use the lock on a Flutter than the Unseen. Okay. I could purify this actually, that's nice.
Your deepest, darkest dreams, I can make them real.
Then we're probably going to go Elder. So far this looks good for us. Still don't know, yeah, okay, he's out. Nice. So far so good. We get to add 1. Okay, so again, Patience keeps showing up. We're not picking Patience. We talked about Bloody Mistress being very good. These two are worse than before. Doppler is awful. I mean, maybe I can choose Vampire as the tag, but still not a lot. Could go for Maddock. It is thinning. But it does fill up most of our slots, and I don't know if I want that. Okay, so let's compare these two. Bloody Mistress is 2 bricks and a good card. This is 2 bricks and a good card. Oh boy. That's really not that great, huh? I don't think I want Maddock just because I don't see myself adding bomb packages instead of any packages that I already have. And when you think about that these two are bricks, and these two are bricks, then I would rather have the Bloody Mistress than a 10 points, a Maddock bomb. So I guess we're gonna take the relics, even though it's definitely making our deck worse. Okay, let's see what we get. Okay, hey, it's a Vampire Mirror. Now, what I'm scared of in the Vampire Mirror is Philip, because it's a very good card. It locks all of our shit, and yep, and that's pretty much it. So, how am I gonna deal with Felipe? Probably the Vincent. I don't see any other way other than the lock here. Okay, well, let's go ahead and make our thinning active, and then let's go ahead and get rid of a brick. We have this combo. I will keep a Coated Weapons, probably, although maybe I don't want to play it in round 1. I'm not too sure. I don't want to create another good bronze card for him, so I think I'll take another mulligan. Oh, fuck off. There goes that. Do I still play this? Could play the Berserker or the Mistress. I'll go for the Berserker first, and then play the Riders at a different time. That sucks, man.
If I go now,
1 out of 16. Or
I'm
2 out of 16, I guess. No, 1 out of 16, because we already threw back 1. Okay, it's not 60. 1 out of 14? Either way, not very likely. I still advise that you do take as many mulligans as you can, unless there's multiple bricks. Oh wow. Alright. I mean, I still do want to do well here. So it's probably going to be Protoflutter and then something else. I don't want to coup this.
Ah, a taste of
That seems like a weird time to use this. Yeah, I'm just going to Protoflutter this while I have it. I could use TA, but I have to play another card, I think. I think I will just play the Riders in the end for 8 again. Okay. Could go coup on this, but I don't want the Brewis. Yeah. Sad boys. And I'm not playing the Bloody Mistress, I'm pretty much going to pass after this. That's why I didn't want to play everything on one row. Okay. I could take this and then eat my Abomination. That's not bad, it plays for a lot of points. 6 plus 6 plays for 12. Plus makes my bribery better. That's funny. Now we can, I think, pass. Okay, he passes this wall. Alright. Coated weapons. Again, riders are not bricks. Flutter's good. I don't know if I keep coated weapons because what am I going to kill with it? I want this in round 3, but not in round 2. Okay. So the cards I'm still looking for is Falibor, Bribery, Queen, an Etrial, and a lock. I don't have an easy way to push. Could push with Bloody Mistress though. And I do want to push. It's a big card to commit, but we'll see. The reason I want to push is because if you both just go into a long round, it's a 50-50 who wins. But I'm just gonna play a better game here. So yeah. Outpay. Okay. I need a stack power on my board somehow. I think I play Murliga, then I have Etrial for the Flatter. And if he kills this with a Crone, then I cry, I guess. If he kills with the Crone, I'm gonna play his Crone. Okay, this is interesting. No Flutter, huh? Alright. What is this? Not too sure. Well, let's go ahead and play our Vamps. Okay, kills the moon. Interesting. I'm just gonna go for the Unseen Elder here. Try and get my thing high as fast as possible. So I'm at 20. I mean, depends if he has Vincent for the Flutter or not, but we'll see. So the fact that Unseen is to the right of, to the left of Bloody Mistress actually matters, because first I'll get 2 points from Flutter, and then I'll get this check. Oh, well, guess who's getting 2, my bro? Oh, he has devotion. Not cool. So I could kill this. I could pass. I don't want to pass. I want to win. I want to take this from him, but is it going to be complicated? And that has motherfucking devotion, huh? But if I Detlef here, this is going to go first, then it's going to get the Blood Moon, it's going to go to 3. So I think I can play this.
There is no other way.
Let's go. Now I can coup this next turn. Yes. Oh, boost! Well, I'm gonna basically say this. Do I want us to flip back? Can I get this to flip back? I can. No, this is gonna go 3. It's not flipping back no matter what, so okay. Okay. It's looking pretty good so far. Lead or purify?
Your blood smells sweet.
So, how do I do anything here? Okay, he's out. So I think that was pretty good. Pushing when you have a good hand for it is definitely worth it, I'd say. Because you're in control of when you want to stop the round, and usually you can organize your own plays better than your opponent can. I don't want to introduce any other shit to my deck. Okay. No thank you for all of these. Hey, okay, this is cool. Ozrol Spirited Eagern is just gigantic points, diamond package. Could take another vampires for Crimson Curse and stuff, but I mean this is just really nice. One slam. One of the best. Okay, Archespore for the 17th time, no thanks. Onseus is nice, but we don't have a good way to use him other than TA, and then these 2 cards are horrible. Luna is interesting, but we don't have a lot of big stuff. So I'm saying no. I'm saying we skip again. And then what will we remove? It might be this Bloody Mistress pack. I mean, I think it is, because I don't want to get rid of Flutter or Proto Flutter. Bloody Mistress is nice. Like, it played for a decent chunk on the last. How much did it play for? It plays for 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, at least, I think. Okay. But, yeah, the fact that it comes with 2 bad cards, like, probably Proto Flutter and Flutter are close to 15 together. I mean, it's not really, you can't compare 2 cards to 1, but I think still I'd rather not have bricks in my deck. Because I already have more than like 16 cards that I want to play. Alright, we're getting close to the end here. Jackpot, oh boy. This is going to be interesting. Jackpot has a lot of engines. First, I'm going to try and organize my riders, and then I'm going to get rid of Hubert. So good thing I did that. Okay. Have the Osriel, but don't have the setup for it yet. We have a lot of golds left in the deck. Like all of them. What is this about? Okay. I'm okay with just smashing this. Could also go for Flutter early. How's this gonna work? Flutter, and then Bruxa, and then Detlef? That seems okay. I would like to get most things out of Philippa range because I'm expecting Philippa at some point. So yeah, how did I decide on what to play in this round?
Take no prisoners! No
A
prisoners!
dead Savola, interesting. Is that I needed to find a way to get my riders out, and I also couldn't play Osriel, couldn't really play Hubert, didn't want to play this card, so that didn't leave a lot of options. And so I'm trying to find out the package that can actually play for as many points as it can play. And that seems to be the Flutter Brooks Detlef package. And I don't mind committing in round 1 because, again, we have so many golds that we can commit as much as we want in all 3 rounds. So what do we bleed here? Probably the different unit. Let me go Detlef, and we're happy. Okay.
No one can stop the Salamandra! No one!
So the only problem with this is that if I Detlef here, the Savola's armor might tank some of the hits. But if I put it here, I'm not going to be getting Flater ticks as often because every other turn it's going to hit me for nothing. Super damage instead of fleet. So I'm going to go for it here. Okay. So I can't pass. I'm just gonna have to play like Hubert. I think so, right? I think he got a decent, good stuff out of me. I mean, we got the 2 Savolas out of him, but Detlef is pretty important. I think there's nothing else I can do other than drop the Hubert.
Novigrad requires rejuvenation. A rebirth.
Good decision from him to pass. I'm not too sure what I'm going to be using Crew on in this matchup. Probably just like a Professor, maybe. Okay. Still have the Riders, but I do want to get rid of Elder Bear to find my gold. That's better. I would like to start with Ygritte, because I want to get this in the graveyard for Osriel. And the earlier you play this, the more armor it's got. And then I'll go for the Riders. Okay.
This world only two
What I could
things
do
are
is I could
certain.
go Berserker here next. That does set this up to be a 3, and we can kill it later on with something else. Like a Falibor or a coup. Otherwise, if we play this later on, it might hit a different unit. But here it's guaranteed to hit a tax collector. Ooh, that's exactly what we want actually.
Breaches, I presume.
So, I want to coup this. How do I coup this? We go Falibor, Bing Bang, and then put bleeding on this?
I shan't fail. I cannot fail.
I mean... Okay. Could also play these guys. I don't think I'm going to Blood Scent yet, because potentially I'm just going to play Rider and get out. Okay. Hey, that's my good guy. That's rude. Yeah, I think I'll use a bleed here. Self-poison.
Salamander has no fear
Don't have
of
enough
fire.
protection, so cool. I could put this back. I think that's okay. I could kill this. I don't know. It's complicated. Let's just go ahead and kill this. So this poison's kind of scary because of my Osro. Salamander Hideout, that's very interesting. He hasn't shown me any of the self-poison cards like Roland or Gellert. Second Hideout? Okay.
Learn that spell in Zerrikania.
That's pretty cool. Slash.
Truly extraordinaire.
Right. I think I want to play Osro this round, maybe? I don't know. This is gonna purify itself. Boom. Alright. And I think now we can pass. I mean, I don't see what he's gonna do. Yeah, 20 points up is a lot. I don't think Salamander Hideout is the greatest key card. Although it's interesting to play self-poison.
Hail Kerzer! Hail Kerzer!
Not a lot. I think he might have to use all his cards. But we'll see. Maybe a leader ability instead or something. What is it? Whoa! That's very cool. And then he just clicks the order 2 times. Why wouldn't he just click the order 2 times? He's got another Salamander? I don't understand. You could have done that the previous turn. Yeah, now you gotta play another card. too bad. Yep. Yeah, that's pretty scary in a long round. Kill literally everything on my board. Ouch. Good thing I pushed. That's generally why you want to win round 1. Alright, big stuff, cool stuff. Elder Bear is bad. I have a lot of golds in here, so let's just go for them. I think I want to kick the coup, because I don't really think I'm going to be cooing anything useful. Nice. This will be interesting. Maybe I'll go bribery first. Because I would like it if he doesn't kill my first Etrial.
Move it, or I'll beat you
Okay.
bloody.
Okay. It's a 6.
You will not stand in the way of my master's plans. I won't let you.
I probably should have hit this first, but whatever. That's cool.
Parasites.
I mean, I don't really know what I'm hitting.
With your bones.
But let's see. Yep. You gotta find a spender. That's not a spender. Okay.
We share the profits, not the work.
Yep.
I'm no mere huntress. I'm a predator.
Cool. Alright, one more game. No, 2 more games. Oh no. No, 1 more game. Is there a 7th or a 6th? That's a 6. Oh. Yeah, these are bad. Crimes don't fit, orders. It's just like anything that's not super good or vampires is not coming in our deck. I don't know if I have time to finish this run. I'll try. So yeah, in the end, at least we were successful with building our vampire deck
Yield
with
and
2 key
save
cards.
me some time.
And pretty much after that, the fletters carried. Like 2 fletters is all it takes. The rest of the stuff is, I mean, very generic, replaceable. We don't even have devotion. So again, first we're gonna make sure to activate our riders, and then we're gonna get rid of probably 5 over the 6. Good thing here is the Yigern is going to help us get dominance for the riders. Versus double cross, we can expect create, and we can expect Anna Henrietta. And we can expect, because of Anna Henrietta, it gives more diamond packages than usual. So I'm going to go for Yigern first. And then we'll go for the riders, just so that's 9 armor instead of 8, because that can matter. Yeah, Mr. Slave Hunter. I kind of want to kill this, but I also don't want to give him another Slave Hunter. What's like a bigger threat here? I I mean, I could just kill this, but it's just that that's 3 less points, but it gives him a worse card. That's okay, I guess. So maybe I coded weapons. I would like to play coded weapons on something here, so he doesn't get us enough assimilate to contest this round. And I think I want to give him the worst card. I'll allow him to get the 3 extra points here. That way I'm kind of balancing. Okay. Sure. Oh yeah? You got thinners? Oh, I got thinners. Duke Guard, he's got 2 assimilate on board right now. Could go for Etriel Morliega. I don't even know which order. I guess I would go for Etriel first. Alright, I'm down with that.
Have you met my links?
I would probably like to kill one of these. If I can see that I don't think he's going to be playing Assimilate, I'll just hit the back row. But this is looking okay. I think I'm going to kill that. Depends on... Oh my god. Wow.
Big and beautiful.
Hey baby. What up, what up? I was just talking with the thing. I'm not on stream. I'm just like, yeah, that'd be cool. Cool.
I'm gonna go outside, okay?
Yeah. Woo. That was a ouch moment. Gascon sat first. It's pretty unbelievable. All right, if I play the Elder Bear, I can catch up with Osro, so I'm gonna do that.
Where the horses
Okay.
is too hot, the camel cares not.
I mean, I'm not in love with all of this. Do I think he's gonna play 2 more create cards? Somehow I don't know. Do I even want to fight this? I mean, I have a lot of golds. Probably I do. And if he does leader to get my Yigrin, then I'm fine with that, I think. Oh.
What has that witch done?
Okay. This looks like a Vincent.
You simply must pay my estate a visit one day.
Damn. I can't believe he found a 9 deal 13. That triggered the Assimilate twice.
I divined this
Okay.
move from a
I think this is a
scout.
good time for Osro. Could also go for Fletter and stuff. This plays for 8. It's not enough, huh? Okay. Let's see if he bails. Okay.
You will not regret this, sir.
This one's got spirit.
Ooh, and a leader. That's a lot of commitment. I think this is fine to leave now that we've gotten leader out of him. Because he is up a juicy amount of points. Yeah, I think this is fine to leave. We do have too many leader charges. Okay. Should be good. If he goes into a medium long round 3, we'll be fine. Still have both of our key cards. And a lot of other good stuff. Yep. I need to find a card that I'm gonna get rid of. And I don't know what it's gonna be. Maybe the Etrial or maybe the Bribery. Probably the Bribery. And then I do want to hunt for my better cards. Like, there's this. Here, I think I don't want to mulligan anything. I could have mulliganed Bribery, I guess. If I get an even better card. At least this way I almost get Vandergrift sometimes. Does this matter? Artorias, does that get me anything important? I don't think so. Mage Torture, Impera Brigade. Not too sure. I don't know that I want to put anything good in my graveyard. In case he has Remedy or something. So I'm gonna put Bad Drums in my graveyard. Okay. This is not bad. Let's get rid of Etrial in order to find the Elder. Now we found the Elder, and this is probably the best hand we can get, so we're happy. Let's start with an old Spirit. I have a feeling he's gonna have Anna Henrietta to give himself. Yeah. But
Impertinence is the
good
one
news
thing
is
I
that's
cannot
not even that
abide.
good. We're gonna have too much bleed, but at least we have Proto Flutter for that. Oh, you want one of those? That's fine with me. So then we go Detlef into Blood Scent. Then we go Unseen Elder. I think that's fine.
I need not spill blood to make you suffer like
That's
never
kind of
before.
annoying.
There is no other way.
Okay. Then we go Elder. It's a bit of a problem because of all the
I
veil.
know the truth. I simply want you to
Or
admit
maybe we go Proto Flutter here. Damn, missed the 50-50. Another Flutter. Go for it. Let's go ahead and put this on which one? I guess on the Flutter. So that potentially, because if we put this on the back, I think that's better.
Gate must be secure.
And I do want to hit this just so that I do have a Falibor target. I think. Wow, nice. Sniped. Oh, never mind. We're gonna have this as a Falibor target. Another one. Alright. Cool, cool. So I can hit this down to do 3, 2, 1. And I think I want to.
I shan't fail. I cannot fail.
Alright. So that's a lot of points. Scorch? Nope. Censor, maybe. Ooh, almost. I mean, I had the ones, but Censor would have played for like 40 if he had the one. Very cool, very cool. Alright, last one. I can replace my Detlef with another Unseen Elder. I think I would like to do that. Queen of the Night double Necrat. That's not bad. Necrats are quite good. What would I be replacing? Spirited Pack, I think, has my last Elder Bear, so that's a yes, likely. No, never mind. This is the Spirited from the Yigern pack, so no to that one. Falibor is the one with my Elder Bear then. So I would replace my Falibor pack for my double devotion, I guess. Coup I could replace absolutely. Proto Flutter has a Flutter, I think, so no. Bribery is part of the... So I have 1, 2 packs. 3 maybe. This also has a Flutter, so no. It's gonna be tough. Necrat I don't think is worth it. We already have enough bleeding, I feel like. Casino Bouncers I could also at this point because there's unconditional 11th inning. And this is the, like, it's only gonna affect the next like two packages shown, which is not bad. Usually Casino Bouncers, you gotta think about, it introduces coins to your available packages, which is not good. But yeah, I like this. Thinning is good. Yeah, no thanks. Catacan is nice. But again, we have really strong packages, so I don't know that I want Catacan. It would potentially replace our Flutter packages, which is a no-no. That one. Okay, we get rid of the coupon. Nice. Last game. So yeah, not Devotion sadly because the Elder Bear, but still this is a fairly typical Vampire deck. We have a lot of other stuff. We have the Ultra pack and the Split Hell pack, Diamond pack that deals 3. We have a lot of work to do here. Okay, you go first, and then you go. Hey, we got both of our thinners active. Very nice. So, interesting. Enchanted armor for off the books. This could be absolutely anything. Like, I'm thinking, what does off the books even give you for a key card? I can't remember. I think it's, no, I don't know. I don't think it's the evolving guy. Yeah, I can't remember. I'm not that scared. It's just maybe a typical point deck, I guess, with tribute. I don't know what this enchanted armor is for, but we'll see. Wow. Fascinating. We're gonna go for the riders while we have them. Yeah, in general, yeah, get the thinners out, and then decide how much you want to commit. We don't have our Osriel target being one of our 2 big boys.
This world only 2 things are certain.
I could go ahead and bleed or try and damage this by 1. I could play the Berserker to try and snipe this. 1 out of 3 chance. I think that's okay. Because I don't want to waste the bleeding on this, but I also don't know what else to do. But if I do bleeding, then I can play Arcane. Well, not really, because I would have to kill the thing. Okay, we'll go with this. Hey, look how easy that was. Oh, that's a problem. You've got to have coins for that. Ah, Yes, now you have coins. Whoops. Oh boy. Alright, let's go.
The traitors will pay for what they did.
Can go for like a Garcane Bleed at this point, but I also want to play my bouncers first. So what's gonna happen is probably bouncers, then maybe like a block or something. Okay,
Not the
it's gonna
dead.
overprop.
I imagine for a little rendezvous.
Oh, he used the tribute. Okay, it's not gonna overprofit, but I don't know why you would use the tribute. So, yeah, we just play the bouncer. Then probably I'll dry pass or play the Garcane full like on the board, and then maybe a Hunter for bleed. That way we play our two least committal cards.
Hey, what's that up your sleeve?
Okay. Maybe not. Maybe we'll go for Queen of the Night first, and then Garcane.
Your blood smells sweet.
I don't know. He hasn't clicked this armor, so I don't think he's gonna pass. Don't really understand what's going on. Shields, huh?
Who watches
I
us?
say so. Yeah, you should click that. Okay. I would definitely prefer to win on even rather than losing 2 cards down, which is why I'm doing it this way. Yes. Spend it all, I guess. Cool. What I could do is I could put bleeding back on the professor. That way I have the Garcane ticking for longer. I think that's more points, even if he passes the next turn. Well, not the next turn, but over a few turns, yeah. Is there anything in these graveyards? There's 4, that's not very good. Okay.
Beaters, forward! Let the hunt begin.
This will set up for a proto flutter or something, so that's okay.
Oi, beautiful. Interested in some easy coin?
Again, not getting the tribute. I mean, how much you got? I think I should have just hit the professor with it.
Never thought I'd meet so
There's a
damn
lot of
fetching
profit.
and fellows.
Okay, I think I'll just go for flutter and not click anything. Or I could go for Osro. So I feel like if I play Osro, I'm gonna have to play the flutter after anyways. Oh boy. Well, I think I just play the Osro then. Pretty sad Osro. So good news is I'm getting another 3 points passively, so I need to play a 6 to tie. Bad news is that's a 6. Okay, so he's just going all out, and play my Flutter and like one Litter Charge and we'll win. Okay, so I can actually just play the Flutter, that's nice. Cool. We even on even. He's got 2 coins left, and we have everything. Let's see how well our shit goes. That's nice. I don't know if I want to keep the Vincent. Like, is there anything immensely scary that I need to kill? I don't know, maybe this. Another Hound. Because what else can we get? Old Spirit Tip, bunch of these, and an Unseen Elder. It's just that everything's gonna be bleeding. So the Vincent, I don't know if it's that good, but I like it as backup versus like scary things. What's scary for Tribute? I mean, I'll keep it. I'm taking the dry pass so that I can get a guaranteed U-turn. Yes, sir. And then let's wrap this up. It was a pretty good draft. I know that we didn't get all vampires right away, but it was still solid. This was very good, I think. I can consider again losing the Vincent, but I think this is just fine to hold. Even the unseen, this is too many unseens. Like everything's gonna be bleeding forever. Alright.
What do you say? Date night at the butcher's yard?
Yeah, that's a scary thingy. We could kill that. That wouldn't be too bad. I'd rather not let this live forever. Yeah, the only thing I can think of here is if he has another one of those
Why should I help you?
mutated, where they at? Hounds? Yeah, that could be decent, because we don't have a way to stop it. Whoa. Great the turtle? And he didn't give it armor? That's very strange. I mean... okay.
That's thyself make tower.
It really doesn't matter. I mean, I should probably even Etrial, leave something alive that I can Etrial it. Wow.
Naught can stop me. Not even.
Have you met my
Ouch. It's gonna get blood anyway, so... yeah. Sure. Could go for a draw, but yep. Good win. So actually, we got lucky and we covered both Imposter and Vampires in our first 2 runs. That was, I would say those 2 are the strongest. After this, we're going to cover more of the, like, just under S tier archetypes. So I would say we're going to try and find stuff like White Frost, or maybe Dwarves or Rain or something, or Movements like ST. We're going to see how that goes. I'm happy that we went 7 with both the imposter and the vampires, and I hope that it was relatively clear what the generic archetype for these two decks is going to look like. Like, I know that I said I want as many vampires as we can versus the imposters deck being kind of like anything, and in this deck we didn't really have that happen, but it was a decent amount of vampires, and we kind of filled the rest with a couple of thinning packages and a couple of diamond packages, which is, I think, going to happen to any deck, because diamond and thinning is very, very good. So that's all I got for you guys today. I hope you liked it, and see you next time.